What's up, my people? You're not tuned in to me TV. Now, we gonna bring you all the stories about the stories that we need to bring you stories about. You feel me? So, that's what we gonna do. Some stories might be good, some story might be tragic, but hey man, that's how these stories go. I don't make it up. Now we getting into it. You feel me? So before, look, man, bang the like button, bang that subscribe button. You see them on the screen. Yeah, them right there. Hit the like and subscribe, man. Hit that right there. Now we about to get started with our story. Yo, 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 you already know I'm back with another one with Me TV 1.0 for my people who are new to the channel. Hit that sub and show some love. And for my people who already been part of the channel, man, like and share if you kept. You already know, but we about to get back to another one, man. But before I start this one, man, I would like to say rest and peace and much respect and condolences goes out to the family of this young lady, Miss Alexis Watkins. Now we go over to Macon, Georgia, a mother of three individuals going by the age of 19, 16, and also 13. Mrs. Watkins was the mother of this young lady that you see before you, Alexis Watkins. But we have a crazy, crazy story of what I would say sibling rivalry or individual who needed some type of discipline. Now she lives in the house, like I said before. If I didn't mention it, she also has a young daughter. She has a young daughter, 19-year-old Alexis Watkins. And she was, pretty much raising her daughter with her high school sweetheart. And her mom was a real supportive mom. You can see her on Instagram giving praise to her mom, showing her mom love, basically telling you her mom was the whole world. But here enters 16-year-old Kevon Watkins, which is her younger brother. But of course, he probably the biggest guy in the house. That's just how it goes. But his mother said that he got off from school, and this is what's being reported. He got off from school in a very shitty attitude, or not so normal attitude. Basically, she was able to notice it. So upon his arrival to the house, he was already agitated. So once he made it there, he wanted to play his game like most 16-year-olds nowadays would want to do, play the game. And once he turned on his game and started to play his game, he himself thought that, hey, this running kind of slow. Let me go check out what's up with the Wi-Fi. So basically, he's pissed off at this point, and he changes the code to the Wi-Fi. Like, he changed the whole code to the Wi-Fi, and this caused people in the household, was like, it raised alarms or whatever you might want to say. It brought it to their attention, however you want to say. I'm probably not picking the right word. But the 13-year-old brother brought that information to the mom. When the 13-year-old brother brought the information to the mom went inside of the room with Mr. Kevon Watkins, her 16-year-old son, and took the gaming console. She took the gaming console, and or should I say her son, Kevon Watkins, got mad and totally enraged. But this is what I like to say before I finish off the story. This is why a strong male figure, or overall a father figure, is, how could I say, very important and very needed and necessary inside of these households. Let's say we had a strong male figure around in this situation. He would have been able to diffuse the situation. Seeing that Kevon pretty much knew that he was the strongest, more physical, more dominant, the biggest one in the house, it was pretty much nobody in that house who would have been able to subdue this individual besides a grown man. And this is what we have to understand about our own sons. When our own sons go out there in society and 14, 15, 16, people are not going to treat them by their age. People are going to treat them by their size and by how old they look. So if they look like an adult, if they're big as an adult, 9 times out of 10, your child is going to be treated like an adult, especially if you are young black male. But I ain't gonna hold you no more. I'm gonna get back to the story. So, as the mother takes the game, of course he's irate. He's yelling, he's cussing, he said all kind of things. But not only that, he decided to approach his mother in a very threatening and demanding way while yelling at her. And of course, Alexis, being the oldest, being the daughter, being the more responsible one, she stepped in the way of the whole altercation. And she did strike him first, but the outcome to this situation should have never been. The outcome should have never been this severe. Yes, she struck him first. And by all right, you know what I'm saying? You brazen up to your mother. You talking crazy to your mother. I can only imagine what he was saying. Who's gonna stop this individual inside of their house? You see the mom, the brother was small, and you see little bitty Alexis, how small she was. So as she hit him, he proceeded to then get very, very furious, and he turned his attention towards, of course, Alexis, his sister. And when he did this, he did the unthinkable. They tussled for a few seconds, and he ended up putting her in a chokehold. Yes, a chokehold. And it's not only that he put her in a chokehold, it's the simple fact that he put her in a chokehold for 15 minutes. This situation was so bizarre and severe that he put his own sister in a 15-minute chokehold. And as he putting her, listen. As he putting her in a chokehold, as he have her in a chokehold, should I say, nobody, he blacked out and blanked out to the point where nobody could get him loose off of his sister. It was not until the police came and drew their guns that he got up off of his sister. So just think about it. Needless to say that the 13-year-old had to call the police. You feel me? But just think about it. Just think about your son snapped out over a game to the point where he put his sister in a 15-minute chokehold and did not release her until the police actually came and forced him to release her. This is wild and crazy. So that means they had time to call the police, talk to the police, explain to the police, and do all of that, and he still have his sister in a chokehold. Imagine being the mother in this situation. Imagine. And what I find very needed but very different, in this case right here, the judge gave it to the whole family, letting them know that this was an environment that breeded, how could I say, bad attitudes or uncontrollable attitudes. So this is the type of stuff the judge was saying. The household has failed this young man because anytime he can't control his emotion or have enough discipline or understanding to not choke his own sister out for 15 minutes over a game, yes, the household has failed him. That's why it's not cool to be a single mother. That's why it's not cool. It's not cool to have a strong male figure around. Like, you gotta have somebody in the house who got a strong male figure. It's not cool to have a house with just a woman running the household because things like this is going to happen. It's going to happen. A young man of that size and that age, he's going to get beside himself, and he need an adult male to put his little ass back in his place, and that's just how that shit go. But now he's serving a whole life sentence, a whole life sentence. Now, not only did this woman lose one kid by the way of unaliving, she lost two kids. One about to have a lifetime in jail because yes, the judge gave him life. I doubt it if he get parole. Judge gave him life. So now, in a matter of a day, she has one kid. Literally, one kid. Now, how conflicted are you as a mother, even though I know she's still gonna support him, that's his kid, but you did this to your sister. It'll be very hard for me to support you. I would have to ask for forgiveness. I would have to come within something within myself after you took a child that came out of my womb. That's why it's important how you raise these kids. Not only is it important how you raise these kids, it's important how your mindset is. Because however your mindset, your actions, and that's going to trickle down to these kids. That's going to, how many times did he see you pop off? How many times did he have people around him popping off in the same way? So, not excusing him for this, but he was 16. He pretty much did what they allowed him to do, or he did what he thought he was able to get away with. But either way it go, I find this a very, very tragic story. It's no way that a young man should get this crazy over a gaming console. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe. If you want to donate, throw it to the Cash App. The link is in the description. You already know. I'll be back with more from Me TV 1.0. And I appreciate every sub. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate all the comments, man. Let's get this channel up to 5K. You already know, you heard?